So we all know that we have an aura, right? We all know that we have an aura or an energetic shield essentially that covers our entire body, right? We all know that we have this energetic egg that our physical body is housed in. But what we don't be knowing is that there's also a specific aura that is attached to our hearts, to our wombs, to our heads, to the specific parts of our bodies. There's an energy or a resonance, excuse me, that covers that. And we all know a woman who is heavily guarded. Her heart is heavily guarded. She is super protective of herself, right? She ready to go to war, right? She like put them dukes. She like this. That used to be me. So it's no judgment here, ladies. That used to be me. I mean, Dream Wise still believes my husband. Okay. My love of going on 9 years now, 9 years in 2024, still tells me that I'm a warrior and I'm always ready to fight. Right. And what that is this energetic guard, this energetic defense that I've covered around my heart. And let me tell you, this energy can become heavy and it can become painful. Not only do we have it around our hearts, but we also have it around our wombs as ladies. And a lot of times you just think, oh, the reason why I'm not experiencing pleasure or joy in life is because I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. Or you think, oh, the reason why I don't have the relationship that I desire is because I'm not putting myself out there enough, or I'm not being the type of woman that the men in society want me to be. That be a part of it. But the reason why there's this blockage between that divine flow and that essence of femininity for a lot of women is because of that energetic guard. And I like to call it womb armor. So the same way you got this chest plate on, guarding your heart, not letting love out. We have that same thing in our womb space where we don't allow pleasure in and we don't allow pleasure out, or we don't allow ourselves to feel our emotions and we don't allow ourselves to release our emotions. And it manifests as pain, heavy menstrual cycles, not having an orgasm. Just keeping it real with y'all. But one of the deepest things that this womb energetic armor does, which I feel like has to be addressed, one of the biggest things that it does is it traps in past lovers and spiritual entities that may be connected to our wombs. I know, right? I know that may be a lot to like sit with. I know you got like Pookie and Ray Ray and Tyrone and anybody else, right? I don't know what his name is. Y'all tell me. You got these past relationships that you're like, ugh, I don't know why I still have this energetic attachment to this person, why I still think about this person, why this person still pulls on my energy, or that I could think about this person and they get on my nerves. I could think about this person and my skin crawls. I've been there before, trust me. That's because the womb armor, not only is it not letting energy in, but it's not letting energy out. And so what we end up doing unconsciously is we hold past lovers captive in our womb space. We hold these spiritual entities and attachments that get attached to our wombs based off of the trauma that we've experienced. We hold them captive, even though they may be ready to go. That past lover, energetically, you ready for his energy to not be intertwined with yours. You ready to cut that soul tie, right? But the reason why that it cannot be released is because your womb armor is so heavy and it's so strong. It's a chastity belt. And so I'm teaching a class October 22nd. That's a Sunday, on how to actually liberate yourself and how to de-armor your womb. At the beginning of the year, January of 2023, I had realized that I had an energetic tie to someone in my past who I needed to let go of, right? I was still dealing with, and it wasn't that I talked to this person or engaged with this person or anything like that, but when I thought of the person, I was still irritated or bothered or frustrated with the thought of our engagement. And y'all, when I tell you this shit is deep, right? So I realized, okay, there's still some sort of lingering energetic tie there that I had to let go of. And so I did the work, right? Come to the class, I'm gonna teach you everything that I did. I did the work. And do y'all know, this is so deep. Once I started doing that work, this person, I hadn't talked to them in years, hadn't talked to them in years. This person DMs me on Instagram, like, what's up? How you doing? All casually. And I'm like, I'm looking at my phone like, I know you lying, right? Like, I know you lying. But what Spirit had just told me was that the work that I was doing was actually working, because these energetic connections that we have with people is very subtle. It's not obnoxious. It comes by way of a thought, an emotion, a certain habit that you may find yourself doing. Is very subtle. It's not obnoxious. And so just me being definitive in my decision to cut whatever lingering energy is there, just me deciding that I was doing that, he picked up on that. And his energy said, okay, something's going on with Desiree. She's shifting something. She's changing something. Let me see what's going on there. And so this person reached out to me. I totally did not message them back. I just ignored the message. But it was one of those aha moments where Spirit was like, you see, the energetic work that I was doing caused a shift in this person's energy. And that shift was, we were disconnecting the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual tie that was still there, even though I have not engaged with this person in years, 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 years. But the impact and the influence of the experience that we had was still triggering me and bothering me. And I was holding that energy in my womb armor. And so doing that work, I had literally set myself free. And when he messaged me, I knew the work was done. Right. And then a few weeks after that, we got pregnant with baby Kai. And I was like, oh, wow. And so Spirit just says now is the time for me to share that with you ladies so that you can be set free and so that you can experience that liberation. Because it's not just about disconnecting from an old person or a spiritual entity. It's about letting your creativity, your authenticity, your divinity flow and flourish in the way that it is meant to. And when we're so guarded, whether it's in our hearts or in our wombs, we're blocking ourselves from being and living in our divine power, right? And this is very important. And so you need to know how this womb armor is actually manifesting. You need to be able to recognize the symptoms of it, right? The pains, the irritations, the thoughts, the emotions. And you need to become a woman who is no longer attached to a man or another woman in a way that does not serve your highest good. Because the reality is, ladies, is that sometimes our relationships with other women also fortifies this womb armor, right? When you're looking at a woman like this, like, I don't know, I don't trust her. For some reason, I just don't like her. Y'all know y'all be doing that, right? When you're judging another woman and you're just like in that space, or when you feel your heart is hardened surrounding woman to woman relationships, that is fortifying your womb armor, right? Meaning it's making that armor even stronger. See, a lot of women are having heavy menstrual cycles, cysts, fibroids, and all of these things just because their energetic chastity belt is too heavy. You're not letting anything in and you're not letting anything out. And so this stuff calcifies, it becomes solid, it becomes physical. And so this Liberate class, this Liberate workshop is all about doing the work to let go of those energies, to surrender that energy, and to allow your womb to become the delicate flower that it is meant to be. Your womb is a delicate flower, and yes, it does need protection, but we've just gotten to a point to where we overprotect, right? We overprotect, we over strategize, we're over, we just have this inability to flow and to allow and to embrace and to feel. And that's become a norm for so many women. It was a normal thing for me. Hell, that's probably why in my physical reality, I got like 4 friends, only 4. I got 4 good friends in the physical that I get to hug and touch. The rest of my friends that I love is y'all online. And that's because, like I said, I had this womb armor that was fortified through mistrust and distrust in other women. And so on October 22nd, we're going to have a full day of straight up work. If you're interested in joining, hit the link in the bio. And let me see. For the first few people that sign up, I'm going to gift you with my ebook, a 7-step guide to manifesting the relationship of your dreams. And this book is for you whether you are in a partnership or not. Because even in your current relationship, I'm sure that there are some things that you desire to manifest and experience within it. And there's some spiritual work that you can do to help to that shift in your current relationship. And then obviously, if you're not in a relationship, these are the steps that you can take that will support you in manifesting a person that aligns with what you truly deeply want. So if you know you got some womb armor, if you know you heavily guarded and you ready for a round in the boxing ring, right? If you know that that's you, if you know that you keep your heart like this, pretty sure your womb is like this too. It's not opening up like that lotus. You need to join this class. All right. Peace, family.